Hello everyone and welcome to a new IK video. This is Ken from 49, and in this video guys I want to talk about some awkward situations currently in the meta when it comes to PvP. Currently we all know how the elements works. There's no need to say this one more time. However, I want to talk about the fire and the lightning march. Both of these marches are currently in a very awkward situation because of the wind march. Because we all know that fire counters wind and wind counters lightning. However, ever since we got the dragon talents, I barely saw anyone that is using the wind dragon because of how hard it takes and how long it takes to develop a decent dragon tree for the wind dragon. We all know it's not worth the effort. It's not worth to play that with an element that is so weak compared to other, and it is not worth to play with an element that is so hard to develop compared to the basic elements. And it's not even holy or shadow, it is just wine. And the reason that I wanted to talk about this, because there's a lot of people currently who are playing lightning, and currently it is so strong because there is no real counter to lightning or shadow. So only people with shadow can counter the lightning march. I want to see some really good lightning in our KVK. Let me take a look. Maybe Misu. Yeah, Misu got a very good lightning. And his lightning dragon is a very decent dragon, 5 on 5. It's not max idea, but we could call this a very, very strong dragon. So the only way to counter this march here, to really counter this march, is by either using a Shadow March or a Wind March. And currently no one is using Wind March. Ever since we started this KVK, I literally saw only one guy that is using a Wind March, and it wasn't even that strong. I believe the talents was still at 1 and 1. It wasn't even a developed dragon tree because of how hard it is to obtain the wine dragon crystals. Even if that we got a boss for the wine crystals, I believe that it still will be behind because it's gonna take so long to catch up to the guys who got their dragons maxed already. For example, I'm pretty sure that at this point I have over 100,000 Earth Dragon crystals invested in my Earth Dragon. I have over 50,000 Water Dragon crystals invested in my Water Dragon, and it's not even enough to get to... I'm not even near close to max my Water Dragon talents. This is why the Lightning and Fire Dragon, and I mean Lightning and Fire Marches, are in a very awkward situation. So the reason that Fire is an awkward situation right now because no one is usually playing Wine, so it is so hard to find a decent opponent that you can deal with whenever you're using Fire March. For example, most people currently are running either a Mixed March and an Earth March or maybe a Lightning March. No one ever that is running a Wine March as a main march. I believe that there's only one guy in the entire game currently that is running a decent Wine March, and I believe it is Arahant in 56. However, since no one is running uh no one is running a Wine March, it is so hard to find a place for fire players to use their marches against an opponents that they can beat or they have a higher chance to compete against. This is why the lightning and fire are in an awkward situation right now because of the absence of the wine march. How do we fix this? Simply, we just give the players what they want and introduce the Wine Dragon crystals to be available as every other crystals for the basic. Once we get this sorted out, I believe that the fire marches are gonna shine even more because more players are interested in wine marches. I believe that there's a lot of people who really like the wine marches. So once these people start to appear, the fire marches will have more value and it will have more impact on the PvP and on the game and on the meta, of course. And once wine marches starts to appear more, there will be less players who play lightning at their main march because currently there's a lot of people, like really a lot of people, who are playing lightning and they don't have a real counter except for shadow marches. This is why it's kinda awkward for people who play earth or people who are playing mixed marches, such as myself, to fight against people who have lightning, because the only way to beat lightning in the meta is by using wind, and I already explained why it is so hard to play wind. A side note, I know that fire is pretty strong versus the lightning marches. However, I still prefer to use the meta as it intended to. This will be all for this video, guys. This is everything that I wanted to talk about. Hopefully you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have a wonderful day.